Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
For the extra point.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
That catch good for only a couple.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 32 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And
when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw here. And this one's incomplete. Anthony McFarland was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Sometimes you need a friend. That's the one that you
On first down, McFarland. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
McFarland.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2nd and 6. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Solomon Thomas coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Anthony McFarland.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
A 40-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run with Breida. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The ball carrier.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain of 15. And a Dolphin first down.
Now Mariota. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
11 on the play. First down, Miami.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Dolphins 7.
First down, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Mariota going for the deep ball into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Eluding the pressure right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
That's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yard line. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
On now, Tucker McCann.
For the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play call?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. An inside handoff. This is McFarland. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 43-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
The 43-yard line.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On second down, McFarland. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27.
The 6-yard line.
Now back to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. J.J. Watt busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Marcus Mariota sacked. A loss of 13 yards.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Here comes Johnson on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
55. It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. Shrugs off another. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
At the 49-yard line.
McFarland running out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
21-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On play action, they'll throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Solomon Thomas bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. From the gun, Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Lane. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Not much there, only a yard.
2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down now, McFarland. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
They're going option play on 3rd down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 4-yard line.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7.
2nd and 10. They run again with Breida. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, Mostert. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
McFarland once more. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Running with McFarland. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Dancing to his left. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson there to make the grab. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Airing this one out for Evans. And my goodness, another interception. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minka Fitzpatrick. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. The thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Again, McFarland. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 38. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
Mariota to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They run it with Breida. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
30-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down. It's Mitchell. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Mariota to throw for it on fourth. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.